Hi, my name is Kelly, and I've been working with Diane for about 4 years now. I was introduced to Diane at a rural school district in Central Ohio, and I was working as an intervention specialist there for 7th grade and 8th grade students. When Diane came to my classroom, the resource room for language arts, I had some very nice students, but they were all unmotivated to write. They all lacked the skills to write. They didn't have self-confidence. They lacked self-esteem. It was just very difficult to get them to put their pen to the paper. Using Diane's strategies, such as the A to Z list and the stand-up stories and the narrative writing organizers, I was able to basically transform my classroom from, like I said, unmotivated to exciting to write. They were actually so excited to write that they even wanted to share with other administrators and teachers in the school. And we even invited Diane to come in, and we had a little party with cookies and punch and things like that. And they stood up and read their writing to her. The first strategy that we used from Diane was a narrative strategy, and I use that here at the school I'm working at now, still in the resource room, and this is a sample of what my students in the resource room did. So we wrote a 5-paragraph narrative of a day at the fair. Each student did their own, and we used the brainstorming techniques from Diane and her questioning strategies to complete A to Z lists and get those details down that they could then use to write. We did come to the lab and type it up, and they did a creative part of it too, where they did a torn paper picture of different things that they might find at the fair. So this is a barn at the fair, and this is a pig. Another one of my students wrote about, again, the fair, 5-paragraph essay with a picture of a ride. And we were lucky if we could get a sentence before we started using these strategies. So I'm really proud of the work, and I'm very happy with the strategies that I got from Diane. Another item that we did is Spring Bake Fun, and this was an explanatory essay, not a narrative. And unfortunately, we didn't get the 5 paragraphs, but we got 4 with an introduction, 2 paragraphs with details, and a concluding paragraph. And I wanted to take a minute to go back to the fair because I wanted to read one of the paragraphs because it was a great paragraph and it shows how we used all those details in the paragraph. So this one is, after that, I tried several types of delicious, scrumptious fair food. I ate a warm funnel cake. It was crunchy on the outside and poofy in the inside. After eating the funnel cake, powdered sugar was all over my clothes. I can't wait until next year to eat some new fair food. So we have the topic sentence, the details, and the concluding sentence. And we were lucky to get phrases before these strategies. I also enjoyed using the nonfiction strategies that I got from Diane. And we did some research with my students, again in the resource room, where we read fiction and nonfiction text that involves snakes. We did research. All of the students completed a research paper, again using all of the brainstorming techniques as far as the different topics that they wanted to write about, getting those details down that they had read about in the A to Z lists, compiling those into an outline, and then typing them. The students, again, read those aloud to me and their classmates, and they were very excited to share. No longer did we have students with their hoods up and their heads down. They were all upright, asking for pencils and paper, and I even saw them using the strategies in other classrooms, so I was thrilled, and so were the other teachers.